It's that time of year again, tax season. Naperville News 17's Jodelle Maglaya sat down with tax professionals to get some tips on how to make the process go a bit smoother. It's one of the most hectic times of the year for certified public accountant Lee Mandel, and he knows that from now until the April 15 deadline for filing taxes, it's just going to get busier.
People like me get pretty hammered. And I see about 14 appointments a day. I have people mail in information.
But there are ways to make the process smoother on both ends. It just takes a bit of advanced preparation.
So basically, anything that affects your life from a tax perspective, throw it in an envelope. Don't think about it. Just get a receipt for medical, put it in an envelope, deal with it later. But don't wait to try to gather the data, because the information may not be available.
CPA Varsha Pancholi encourages her clients to stay up to date with what's going on with Illinois legislation.
Be aware of at least the basic rules and laws throughout the year, and so when you're making small decisions, and see how they impact you as far as taxes are concerned.
For this year, it's a federal law that's making an impact, with the Affordable Care Act requiring all to have health insurance. Those who don't will be charged $95 per month, or 1% of their wages, depending on which is higher.
It's a pretty good formula. So if you do go see a practitioner or don't, make sure you know when you've had health insurance, how much you've paid for it, if you've had subsidy for it, and that would help the practitioner do the form as well.
You also want to keep track of things you've donated throughout the year. Be sure to have those receipts on hand just in case you are audited, to help avoid any penalties. For some, part of the process is making sure you distribute the right paperwork.
If you have rental property or a small business, as individuals, you want to make sure if you're paying any individual more than $600, then you issue them a 1099 miscellaneous or a 1099, whatever is the right one for them.
Once you have all your documents in order, you have a choice in how to file your taxes. You can hire a professional CPA and pay between $200 to $400. Use a software such as Intuit TurboTax, which could run you anywhere between $20 to $90. And those who make $60,000 or less may qualify for Free File on the IRS website. If you do choose to do it yourself, be sure all the information is completely accurate, or you may face consequences.
If you're not knowledgeable about some of the things that are required, it will not be correct, and you might either lose because you've not done something right and actually overpay the government, or you might have a deficit and then you'll pay penalties.
And don't be surprised if there is a delay in your tax return. Typically, it takes about 3 weeks to receive them, but with the IRS budget cuts and lower staff, it may take a little longer. I'm Jodelle Maglaya for Naperville News 17. And Naperville also has some free programs for certain groups in need of tax assistance. Low-income families and individuals who make $53,000 or less a year can receive help with completing their federal and state tax returns through volunteer income tax assistance. It's the 18th year for this program, which will be held at the Nichols Library. Participants need to bring all documentation, including proof of health care coverage. Assistance will be available on February 28th, March 7th, 21st, and 28th from 9 a.m. to noon. Help is given first come, first serve. And seniors can also receive free help through the Naperville Park District. Volunteer tax preparers in the AARP Tax Aid Program are providing their services by appointment at the Alfred Rubin Riverwalk Community Center from now until April 8th. For more information on this program, check out napervilleparks.org.